Edina will be the home team in this Pee Wee A championship game, and Alaska will represent the guest portion of the scoreboard. Here are the goalies for the two teams. Levi goes in the net for Alaska, 2-0 in the tournament, and we are underway. Edina with Tommy Hardy in goal, 3 wins and a tie. Also a .50 goals against average. As we are underway with the Pee Wee A championship game on the South Rink at Braemar Arena in Edina. That's Witzke in the neutral zone. Delianis has a shot. They try to wrap it around and go. Doesn't hang on. Now here comes a chance for the Hornets. The shot goes wide to the left. Alaska in their own territory, coming all the way from Fairbanks, one of the coldest places in the nation. Here's a shot that's blocked by Vincent Annunziato, and we're offside. 56 seconds into the first period. We're glad you can join us from Braemar Arena in Edina. The game being played on the South Rink, one of 3 rinks at Braemar Arena, with a face-off in the neutral zone going to the Hornets. Ressaman. As play continues in the neutral zone. Broken up by Alexander Klomanovsky. Patch centering, it's intercepted by House. As Peck goes after the puck. Now it's Richardson with a shot. Go with the save. He spells his name G-H-O, pronounced go. And he's made quite a number of stops in the net for Alaska this weekend. Alaska going on the attack. That's Hughes. Silas Hughes for Alaska. Goes into the corner. Intercepted by Edina as Jackson Bisson goes on the attack. That's Charlie Lindbergh for the Hornets. Go with a save. Rebound, they score! Edina scoring first on the rebound. They're listed as the guest on the scoreboard. The goal coming at 2:23. Charlie Lindbergh getting credited with the goal. Vellner picking up the assist at 2:23. That was Henry Vellner picking up the assist for the Hornets, who lead 1-0. Play continues in the neutral zone. There's a race for the puck, and it's won by Nicholas Ostblom. That's Lindbergh who just scored the goal for Edina. Here comes Hatch. The centering pass broke up by Ostblom. Now here comes an opportunity for Alaska. Racing down the shot, they score! The goal coming at 3:24 of the first period, and it's all even at 1. It looked like it was Ryler Shelley. We'll also get our first penalty of the game at 3:32. It will go on Alaska for hooking. Who got the goal? It was Shelley who got the goal. But it's all even at 1. Alexander Komanovsky serving a 2-minute penalty for hooking. That's Osblom with a shot, goes off of Hardy. Hardy with a 3-0-1 record in the tournament. That's Foose with a puck. Checked by Colin Hetland. Now it's Vellner in the neutral zone, sends it into the Alaska zone. Hedlund sends it along the left boards, picked up by Vellner. Goes along the left boards with 50 seconds remaining in the Edina power play. 1-1 game. Shelley scoring for Alaska. Lindbergh for Edina. Vellner in the neutral zone. Sends it to Peck. Now it's Illies with a shot. Goes against a couple of Alaska defenders. Picked up by Bisson. That's Johnson, the son of Coach Craig Johnson. A centering pass goes over. They score! A power play goal for Edina. At 5:17, Hornets lead 2-1. Alex Illies credited with a goal. Assists coming from Bisson and Gunnar Johnson. A power play goal at 5:17. 2-1 in favor of the Hornets, who cash in on the power play. And we get a tripping penalty on Alaska at 6:01. Vincent Annunziata will go off for tripping at 6:01. So Edina will have their second power play attempt. They cashed in on the first one with a goal from Alex Illies. Play continues in the neutral zone. Goes by Hardy. Now it's Delanius. Goes off of go. Delanius. Johnson plays it off his left glove. Here's Delanius. Tries to center it. There's a shot and Go makes the save. 8:08 to go in the first period. And here's another chance. And Go will hang on with 8:04 to go in the first period. 1:06 remaining in the Hornet power play. Well, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to everybody watching in the Twin City metropolitan area, as well as around Minnesota and the United States, especially for about 900 people watching in our 49th state, Alaska, and to those watching around the world. Wherever you may be watching, we're glad you're with us. That's Vellner in the neutral zone, defended by Shelley. Shelley digs it along the left boards. Picked up by Ressiman. 33 seconds remaining in the Edina power play. Now it's Fritzy for Alaska. Takes it along the right boards. Fritzy double teamed. 13 seconds remaining in the power play. Illies intercepted it. Clear it down the ice, and the penalty will expire. Alaska will be full strength. That's Peck sends it through the neutral zone. Vellner race picked up by Annunziato. Annunziato goes down, shoots, and Hardy with the save. Annunziato with 4 goals for Alaska, leading the Grizzlies in scoring. That's Knowles. Goes against his fellow number 8, Illies. Now Alaska goes on the attack along the right boards. That's Annunziato. He is knocked down. There will also be a penalty on the play. That will Hardy with the save, and the penalty will be for hooking at 9 minutes. It will be Alaska's first attempt on the power play. Ressiman will go for hooking. At 9 minutes. The faceoff goes to Alaska. A high shot going along the left board. That's Fritzy for Alaska. There's a centering pass. Annunziato trying to center. Takes the shot, and Hardy with a save. 5:45 remaining in the opening period. 1:45 remaining in the Alaska power play. Face off to the left of Hardy, won by Alaska. That's Fritzy with a shot, goes wide to the left of Hardy. Edina clears it down the ice, steered away by Go. As Alaska goes on the attack. Loose. Mark Lund. Here's a shot, goes into traffic, a rebound. And another rebound, they score! It's all even at 2. As both teams have cashed in on power play goals. Alaska's goal coming at 9:52. A lot of scoring so far in the first period. And we'll pick up who scored the goal in just a moment. That's Shelley sending it along the left boards. But it is a power play goal. We're having a little trouble with the public address system here in the South Rink at Braemar. Kolmanovsky picks up the goal.
I don't know if that's right or not.
We'll check on the scoring at the end of the period. Goal coming on the power play at 9:52. It's all even at 2. 4:03 to go in the opening period. It's all even at 2. There will be an offside call with 3:54 remaining in the opening period. I was talking with the Alaska head coach, Dima Kolmanovsky, before the game on the difference in styles of play between Alaska and Minnesota. He said Minnesota teams have more flow and are more gritty. They're very skilled kids and very good skaters. And we've seen a lot of good skaters today here at Braemar Arena, whether it's here on the South Rink or on the West and East Rinks. There's also action on the East Rink today. And we got some more championship games coming up with Pete Wagoner right here on EdinaTournament.com. Plenty of action to wrap up the 46th annual Edina Invitational. A centering pass goes into the slot. Edina regains possession. Johnson is on the left point. As the puck goes through the slot. That's Kolmanovsky for Alaska. Here comes Fritzy in the neutral zone. 2:46 remaining in the first period. As the puck heads down the ice, it will be icing with 2:32 remaining in the opening period. Well, since Alaska traveled the farthest from the Twin Cities, they did take in some Twin City sites. They went to see the Wild play the Winnipeg Jets at the Xcel Energy Center. They also had dinner at the nearby Fuddruckers, just off of France Avenue. And then they went to the Mall of America. So they did spend some time in Minnesota, though most of it was in the area of Braemar Arena. .207 remaining in the second period. According to Dima Kolmanovsky, a number of the players have made their first trip to Minnesota. He also described the Xcel Energy Center as one of the best venues in the National Hockey League. They have a new center-hung scoreboard this season with a new video screen. .143 to go in the first period. That's Hughes in the corner. As play continues in the neutral zone. Goes off of Hughes' skate. As we're heading into the final minute of the opening period, Go with a glove save with 1:01 remaining in the first period, all even at 2. Once again, we would like to welcome the fans who are watching all the way in Alaska on this brutally cold Sunday in Minnesota. We hope the weather's okay out there in Alaska, and we're glad to have you with us, enjoying your Sunday. As we wish you a Happy New Year. The 4th day of 2015. Here's a shot Go with the save. Play continuing in the left corner. As we're down to 26 seconds in the first period. That's Jaron Beckley for Alaska. Goes off of Witzke. As the first period will come to a close on the South Rink at Braemar Arena. All even at 2. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the second period of the Pee Wee A championship game between Alaska and Edina. You're watching the 2015 Edina Invitational Pee Wee A Classic on EdinaTourney.com. Howard Luloff back at Braemar Arena in Edina as we're getting set for the second period of the Pee Wee A championship game between the Edina Hornets and the Alaska Grizzlies. It's all even at 2. Edina's goals were scored by Charlie Lindbergh and Alex Illies. Alaska's goals scored by Ryland Shelley and Alexander Komanovsky. And that's where things stand as both teams scored one power play goal in the period. The second period is now underway. Goes through the slot and into the left corner. That's Ressinen for Edina. Play continuing along the left boards, and a high dump into the Edina zone, picked up by Jack Richardson. Ostblom for Alaska. That's Ressinen in the corner, playing in his own territory. Now it's Illies who has the first Edina goal. Illies goes in, tries to center it. It goes into the right corner. Circles it around the net, and Go will hang on. 13:47 to go in the second period. It's all even at 2. Here's how both teams advanced into the championship game. Edina beat Moorhead 11-0. Tied Andover 2-2. Routed the Coon Rapids Cardinals 14-0 to earn the top seed in the tournament. And they shut out the Andover Huskies 4-0. They have outscored their opponents in the 4 games played 31-2. As Go makes the save. There's a centering pass. Nope. A high shot. Glove saved by Gov. Now here's how Alaska advanced into the championship. They beat Minnetonka 6-3, Stillwater 2-1, and Chaska Chanhassen 4-0. They played Stillwater in the semifinals and shut them out 6-0 as Go will hang on. 13:10 remaining in the second period. It's all even at 2. Here comes the shot, and it's wide to the right of Go. Play continuing in the neutral zone. Here comes an opportunity for Edina. There's a shot. Go with a save, a rebound. And Go will hang on. Go sprawled on his back to make the save with 12:34 remaining in the second period. Alaska is one of the few states that does not have a professional sports franchise, but they have strong college hockey programs at the University of Alaska Anchorage and also the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Alaska Anchorage was a frequent opponent of the Golden Gopher men's hockey team when they played in the WCHA, which was why there were a number of late starting times when the Gophers played in Alaska. You had to stay up late to catch the games on the radio or watch them on TV. Resseman in his own territory. Now it's Illis for Edina. Johnson goes wide to the left of Go. Here's a centering pass. No scoring chance right there, and it goes into traffic. Here's another shot. Go will hang on. Go having an outstanding tournament with a goals against average of .5. The other goalie that Alaska has used is Keaton French, was also a 2-0 record, 1.5 goals against average. The faceoff goes to the Grizzlies. That's Vellner in his own territory. Goes past one with 8 goals in the tournament, leading Edina in scoring. Here comes a chance for the Hornets. A centering pass goes nowhere, intended for Gunnar Johnson. And Hardy will cover it up with 10:48 to go in the second period. We got Bantam Championship games for you later today right here on EdinaTourney.com. Pete Wagoner will be taking you the rest of the way for all the action. That's Foose for Edina. Here comes a centering pass. Here's an opportunity. Saved by Go. There was a cut to the left side on that one. But Go made the save as he positioned himself well. There's an opportunity from Foose, but it goes into the left corner. Now Alaska goes on the attack. 2-on-1. That's Annunziato trying to find an open white jersey. Takes it on the right side of the net. That's Vosh. Tosh, that is Tyler Tosh. Now it's Resseman. 2-on-1. Ostblom and Annunziato going along the left boards. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson with 1 goal and 4 assists in the tournament. Osblum on the right boards in front of the Edina bench. Here comes an opportunity wide to the left of Go. That's Komanovic. And we'll get a face-off with 8:42 to go in the second period. A 2-2 game, both teams scoring in the first period. Lindbergh and Illies for Edina. Shelley and Kolmanovsky scoring for Alaska. And that's where things stand with 8:34 to go in the second period. Kolmanovsky. The puck goes into the Edina zone. There will also be a penalty on the play. The call will be head contact. The penalty, it's a 2-minute penalty at 6:47. Hughes will be sitting out 2 minutes for head contact. It will be the third power play opportunity for Edina. They are 1 for 2 on the power play. The face-off goes to Edina. There's one. Trying to get through, but a couple of defenders knock the puck away. Play continues in the right corner. Drew Hatch for Edina. Goes by Lund. It will be offside with 7:42 remaining in the second period. 2 Edina teams won championships earlier in the tournament. The Squirt A title last night won by Edina White. And then Edina White earlier today took home the championship trophy in the Pee Wee B1 division. 2 wins for the host program from Edina. There's Johnson. Back to Johnson. Partially deflected and goes into the right corner. On the right point, there's a shot, goes into traffic. Alaska playing good defense in front of the goal as Go will hang on with 7:12 remaining in the second period, all even at 2. 59 seconds remaining in the Edina power play. The face-off to the right of Levi Go. And won by Edina. Here comes a shot, Go with the save. That's Johnson in the neutral zone. "35 seconds remaining in the Edina power play. As play continues in the left corner. That's Ressiman at the left point. Ressiman with a shot goes into an Alaska defender. As Go will sprawl out of the net. Not able to make the save, but it doesn't go toward the net. Goes by Resiman, who chases after the puck in his own territory. 5 seconds remaining in the power play, as Alaska will be full strength. Kolmanovsky for Alaska. Goes along the right boards. That's Pejos. Pejos with a shot. Go makes the save. Evan Pejos for Edina. It will also be icing with 5:32 to go in the second period. There are a total of 68 teams in the tournament, most of them from the Twin City area, as well as St. Cloud and Rochester and Sartell. There are teams from Winnipeg and Thunder Bay, and also from Quebec. A team from South End. There's also a couple of teams from Colorado. Pejos going between a couple of Alaska defenders. That's Renfrew. Renfrew 2-on-1. Trying to center the puck, but doesn't find a white jersey, gets knocked down. Alaska regains possession. Here comes a centering pass, goes nowhere, and there's another shot. Goes wide to the right of Hardy. Play continues in the neutral zone. That's Peck going after the puck in his own territory. Bisson. Now it's Annunziato. Annunziato defended by a couple of Edina players, and it's picked up by Pejos. Not a centering pass. There's a chance, but Go hangs on with 4:08 remaining in the second period, and it remains even at 2 since there's no scoring so far in the second period. Here's a shot from the right point, but it's wide to the right of Go. Here comes an opportunity. As Fritzy plays it in his own territory. That's Tyler Tosh with 5 assists in the tournament and 0 goals. He hopes to get his first goal here in the championship game. And that's Lund going against the left boards. Lund centers it. Goes wide to the right of Go. And another shot from the right point, saved by Go. Go getting a workout in the second period. Here comes a shot. That's Hughes in the right corner. Banks it off the boards and goes Jacob House. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Now it's Alaska going on the attack. Annunziata. Hardy covers it up as the net goes off one of its moorings with 1:35 to go in the second period. It still remains even at 2. The face-off to the left of Hardy. And we'll go to Alaska. Annunziata sends it wide to the right of Hardy. Goes around the net. Bisson along the boards, taken by Hedlund. 1:10 to go in the second period. Ostblom with a shot, bounces out of the net. Tough break for Ostblom. And we're in the final minute of the second period. Ostblom's shot almost gave Alaska the lead. Ostblom along the left boards. Goes wide to the left of Hardy. As we're down to 21.3 seconds remaining in the second period, and the score remains even at 2. The face-off to the left of Levi Go. As Edina hopes to get a shot in the final 17 seconds. Johnson in the neutral zone. As the second period wraps up at Braemar Arena in Edina with the score remaining, the Edina Hornets and the Alaska Grizzlies all even at 2. We will take a break and we'll be back with the third period of the Pee Wee A championship game between the Edina Hornets and the Alaska Grizzlies. As Alaska will head into the locker room as well as Edina. You're watching the 2015 Edina Invitational Pee Wee A Championship game on EdinaTourney.com. Howard Luloff back at Braemar Arena in Edina as we get set for the third period of the 2015 Edina Invitational Tournament Pee Wee A championship game. The Pee Wee A championship game between the Edina Hornets and the Alaska Grizzlies. The Grizzlies coming from Fairbanks, Alaska, and it made a game of the Pee Wee A final with the host Hornets, evening the game at 2. There was no scoring in the second period, but we do have the shots on goal through 2 periods for both teams. Edina out shooting Alaska 25-15. Other teams in the Pee Wee A tournament besides Alaska and Edina had Moorhead, Andover, Coon Rapids, Chaska, Chanhassen, Stillwater, and Minnetonka. In the Bantam A division, which will be coming up later on EdinaTourney.com, we'll have the championship game on the West Rink. Among the teams that played were Edina Sartell, Lakeville North, Eden Prairie, MAML. Now we do have the answer of what MAML stands for. Monticello, Annandale, and Maple Lake. 3 communities located in Wright County, as both teams are back on the ice. Edina has re-entered the ice along with Alaska, and the third period is now underway. The draw goes to Edina. Bounces off the left boards. Taken by Witzke. Witzke trying to center, but takes the shot and go. Makes the save 15 seconds into the third period. The face-off to the right of Levi Go. That's Jordan Beckley for Alaska. Here comes the shot, goes off of Hardy. The puck goes into the Alaska zone. Beckley waiting for a pass, and he gets it. That's Annunziato in the neutral zone. Annunziato tries to cut into the slot, but loses the puck to an Edina player. That's Bisson for Edina. Tries to center it, but it's intercepted. Ostblom to Shelley, who has one of the Alaska goals. Shelley with a shot. Goes wide to the left of Hardy. Pejos. And that's Jacob House. A shot going wide to the right of Go. Ressenman sends it into the Alaska zone. So 2 minutes gone by in the third period, and it remains even at 2. Hatch along the left boards. Play continues in the Edina zone. There's a shot, but it goes into traffic. That's Mark Lund for Edina. The shot goes into the Edina zone, picked up by Gunnar Johnson. 12:05 to go in regulation time. It's all even at 2, and there's a penalty that's going to be coming up. It will be for tripping at 3:06. It will go against the Alaska Grizzlies. And it will go on Annunziato. As Edina will go on the power play with a chance to take the lead and wrap up their 3rd championship of the tournament. Squirt A, Pee Wee B1, and maybe Pee Wee A. But it's still even. There's Richardson going near the face-off circle. A centering pass. Here's a shot from the right point. It goes wide to the left of Go. Goes through a couple of defenders. That's Fritzy in his own territory for Alaska. Circles around the net, clears it down the ice. 1:02 remaining in the Edina power play. Here comes a shot from the right point, but it goes wide to the left of Hardy. And a shot from Hedlund was wide to the left, too. That's Asplund. Loses the puck. 23 seconds remaining in the power play. Goes by Pejos along the left boards. Tries to send. Here's a chance. Go with the save, and he hangs on. 9:59 in regulation. 5 seconds remaining in the Edina power play. And once again, we would like to extend a warm welcome to the fans who are watching the game in the home of the last frontier, Alaska. As the penalty is over, Alaska is full strength. The official waves off icing as they try to dig it out of the boards. Play continuing on the sidewall. That's Pejos trying to make a pass, but there was no icing. That's Kolmanovsky for Alaska. Kolmanovsky with 1 assist on the day. No assists. Goes off of Vellner. And it will be icing with 8:32 remaining in regulation time. One other time-honored sports tradition in the state of Alaska is the Midnight Sun baseball game, which started way before Alaska acquired statehood in 1959. It's usually on the first day of summer between Alaska and Fairbanks, and is played without any artificial light. Alaska has one of the oldest summer college leagues in the nation. The puck goes by Hatch. Now it's Peck along the left boards, defended by Beckley. Play continuing in the neutral zone. That's Hatch who gets it over the blue line. Almost loses the puck to Fritzy. It goes by him. Hatch and along the left boards. Now it's Peck. Here comes a shot, saved by Go. And a high shot goes off the left plexiglass. Here's Hatch for Edina, wide to the left of Go. That's Lindbergh. Here's an opportunity, they score! There was an opening on the right side of Go, and the Hornets capitalize on it to take a 3-2 lead. The goal coming at 7:42 from Mark Lund, his 9th goal of the tournament. As Go makes the save. Charlie Lindbergh picked up the assist, and we were unable to pick up the second assist. In any event, it's now a 3-2 game in favor of Edina on Matt Lund's 9th goal of the tournament. I'm sure Kurt Giles will be glad to have him playing for him when he becomes a student at Edina High School. He might even help them win some state titles. It was Kalen Halfley for Alaska. Goes off of Hardy. 5:53 to go in regulation. And there will be an offside call. It looks like the net came off. It did, with 5:43 remaining in regulation. A 3-2 game in favor of Edina. The faceoff is in the neutral zone and goes to Alaska. That's Knowles, picked up by Annunziato. Annunziato gets it over the blue line. There's a chance, but nobody goes on the doorstep. Here's a chance, they score! Alaska evens it up at 3. The goal coming at 9:36. It looked like it was a wraparound goal. And we'll pick up from the public. And unfortunately, we cannot pick up. It looks like it's number 8, Billy Renfrew. The goal coming at 9:36, and it's all even at 3. That's Fritzy in the neutral zone. 2-on-1, intercepted by Ressiman. It will be icing with 4:21 to go in regulation time. And even our statistician cannot find out who got the goal. But I'm sure we'll get it in some way. Maybe even ask around. The face-off goes to Edina. Witzke sends it through the neutral zone, racing for the puck. But poked away. And the puck looks like it's pinned in the corner. With 3:49 remaining in regulation time, it's all even at 3. The face-off is to the right of Levi. Go. And picked up by Alaska. That's Witzke in the corner, tries to center it. As Alaska will go on the attack, the puck will go through the neutral zone. And bounced off the left boards. Annunziato for Alaska. There's going to be a penalty coming up on Alaska for tripping. And it will go against Annunziato at 11:30. Annunziato with his 3rd trip to the penalty box. In some leagues or tournaments, it means you're out of the game. I think the rule is 5 for the Edina Invitational. But it does provide an opportunity for Edina to wrap up the championship with 3:14 to go and a power play attempt. Davey Peck for Witzke along the right boards. Here comes an opportunity. They score! A power play goal at 12:11. Their 2nd power play goal of the game. Lily Delanetis with a power play goal with 2:49 remaining, and Witzke picks up the assist. A power play opportunity opened up for the Hornets, and they cashed in to put them in the lead with 2:24 remaining in regulation time. You probably think that head coach Craig Johnson will pull Hardy and go with the 6th attacker. as we're down to 2 minutes in regulation time. Here comes Ostblom. Ostblom with a shot, scampers over the net. 1:45 remaining in regulation. Play continues in the left corner. Halfling, there's another shot. But Hardy hangs on. 90 seconds remaining in regulation. Or the other way around. They probably think that head coach Dima Kolmanovsky will pull Levi Go and go to a sixth attacker. 1:20 remaining in the game, and there is a tripping penalty on Edina. The penalty coming at 13:40 on Davey Peck. And Alaska will call timeout with 1:20 remaining in regulation time. Reminder that we'll be moving over to the West Rink for 3 more championship games, all in the Bantam division. Pete Wagner will be taking you the rest of the way. And we'd like to thank Pete Wagner for setting the whole thing up for all the webcasting here in the 2015 Edina Invitational Tournament. So far, there have been some good games today right here at Braemar Arena, the 46th annual Edina Invitational Tournament. A tournament that's been a tradition of Minnesota youth hockey. And since the tournament began, Braemar has expanded from 1 rink to 3 rinks. And there is a new outdoor rink that just opened up in December. So if you plan to do any outside skating today, you better bundle up. It's a chilly one. You don't want to get frostbite. As we're down to 1:20 to go in regulation time, Alaska on the power play with a chance to send the game into overtime. The face-off to the right of Hardy. And we'll keep an eye on Levi Go. If they pull him for a 6th attacker. As we have a good crowd on hand on the South Rink at Braemar Arena. A number of fans who have made the long trip from Alaska. And we welcome them to the Twin Cities. And the timekeeper started the clock. There's Fritzy in his own territory. We're still waiting to find out if Go is being pulled, and he will go to the bench. Alaska will go to a 6th attacker as they try to set up a scoring opportunity. Here comes a shot. Goes nowhere, and Edina will clear the puck down the ice. 45 seconds remaining in regulation time. That's Fritzy along the left boards with a shot. Goes off of Hardy. 35 seconds to go. Play continuing in the neutral zone. That's Fritzy going toward the left boards. 1:05 remaining in the power play. There's a shot. Goes over the net and wide to the right. 18 seconds left. The net is empty for Alaska. Here comes a shot. Nothing doing. The final 10 seconds. They try to clear it down the ice. Here comes an opportunity, but that will do it. For the third time in the tournament, and the Edina team has captured the championship, this time in the Pee Wee A division. The Edina Hornets on a game-winning power play goal with 2:49 left in regulation by Lily Delianis. Wrap up the Pee Wee A championship. What a game today on the South Rink at Braemar Arena in Edina. But we'd also like to congratulate the Alaska Grizzlies on an outstanding tournament, as well as their fans for making the long trip and cheering on the Grizzlies in the championship game. Win or lose on any level of tournament play here, there are no losers. Everybody wins among the 68 teams in the Pee Wee Squirt and Bantam divisions for playing in the 46th annual Edina Invitational Tournament. Right now, we're going to go down to the ice for the awards ceremony. The Edina Hornets, the 2015 Edina Invitational Pee Wee A champions. Lily Delianis scoring the game-winning goal on the power play with 2:49 remaining. Here's a recap of the Pee Wee A championship game. Both teams scored a pair of goals in the first period. Charlie Lindbergh would score first for Edina, assisted by Henry Vellner, and Alaska would tie the game on a goal from Ryler Shelley a minute 1 seconds later. Then Edina would regain the lead on a goal from Alex Illies, assisted by Jackson Bisson and Gunnar Johnson. Then Alaska would even up the scoring on a goal from Alexander Komanovsky. It was 2-2 after the first period. And that's the way it would remain through the second period, when neither team would score. But then the third period had Edina take the lead on a goal from Mark Lund, his 9th goal of the tournament, followed by Alaska tying the game on a goal from Billy Renfrew, which is unofficial because we could not pick up the actual announcement of the goal due to technical problems. And then Lily Delianis picked up the game winner on the power play with 2:49 remaining. Edina winning 3-2. For our crew here at Braemar Arena, this is Howard Woloff saying goodbye and reminding you once again the final score in the Pee Wee A championship game. The Edina Hornets 3, the Alaska Grizzlies 2. Pete Wagner and company will take you the rest of the way. So long, everybody. Yes.
Plugged in just to shut it down. You got the computer, right?
Yeah, it's in the case right there.